Hello and how are you? Hey, this here's Shenandoah Briscoe coming to you live right here in St. Charles, home of the first state capital, back in 1821 to 1826. That being said, this is blog number 217. That's right, 217. Remember today is Monday, and so don't forget, got 2 more days to set up your DVR, your VCR, and your VHS, or check into the Sci-Fi Channel at 8 p.m. and watch Ghost Hunters, because they're going to be talking about the ghosts of Main Street right here in St. Charles, Missouri. That's right, so don't forget to get on there and catch that show. Alrighty then. That being said, how y'all doing out there today? I was just wondering because, well, it's nice and warm outside, and I ain't been out there yet, but I'm going to get there. What do you think? Beard filling in pretty good? It's not coming along too bad. It's pretty nice. I'm hoping. Looks like I'm going to lose my caregiver. Been around for, 3 months or so. So she's going to be moving on, and looks like I'll be looking for somebody else again. Well, hopefully I'll get that girl that was in here yesterday. Yeah, that'd be the deal. I'll have her back. That'd be right up my alley, 'cause, well, she done an excellent job. Yes, she did. Anyway, I don't want to say any names because I didn't get permission to, so you know how that is. You only want to use names you've got permission to use. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Anyway, hey, there's a lot of y'all out there that are forwarding for me, and I appreciate that because, well, hey, more the merrier, and you're liking me. I catch a like every day from Ginger. I'm not going to say last name. There you go. Ginger and John and hold on, I got a whole list of them. I don't want to go into the whole list because everybody will get mad at me. Craig. Anyway, if I start getting into the list, everybody will get mad at me because I didn't get their permissions to say their names. So you know how that goes. It's just a few people that I know I can get away with saying their name, and well, they won't kill me. If they're going to, then I guess it's too late because I already said them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, sorry. Yeah, hey, I got a whole bunch of pictures on my regular Facebook page where my daughter put them together. She found a box of pictures in her room, and she started pulling them out, and I tell you what, there's some old pictures there. Matter of fact, there's one of me in drag. When it was Halloween time, I was all dressed up in drag, getting ready to take my boy out, and my daughter, I'm sure, out Halloweening, trick or treating. Don't you know what I'm saying? Trick or treat. Anyway, that's coming up here shortly. We got another couple months here. Well, the end of next month. Yeah. Next month I'll be turning the big 50. Whoa. Yuck. Will it be the big 50? Yeah. This here's 2015. Yep. I'll be turning the big 50. I didn't even want to know it. Right smack dab in the middle of the month. You know what I'm saying? It would be the middle of the month if there was only 30, but there's 31. So, anyhow, you guys can do the math. Got a friend of mine that I'm older than he is because his birthday is 6 days later. I think it's 6 days, pretty sure, if I remember correctly. Anyway, I'll shout him out a happy birthday next month. But, yeah, I tell you. Oh, I was going to sing a song, but I don't know. Matter of fact, I am going to sing it. I'm going to sing 2 songs. The first one, I think I've sung before, but this one, the second one, I don't think I've ever sang before. It'll be a better one. I mean, it'll be one more like my liking. Let's put it that way. All right, here we go. Let's do the first one. Well, it's all I could do to keep from crying. Sometimes it seems so useless to remain, but you don't have to call me darling, darling. You never even call me by my name. You don't have to call me Waylon Jennings, and you don't have to call me Charlie Pride. You don't have to call me Merle Haggard anymore, even though you're on my fighting side. And I'll hang around as long as you will let me. And I never minded standing in the rain. But you don't have to call me darling, darling. You never even call me by my name. Well, I've heard my name a few times in your phone book. Hello, hello. And I've seen it on signs where I've played. But the only time I know I'll hear David Allen Cole is when Jesus has his final judgment day. Well, I'll hang around as long as you will let me. And I never minded standing in the rain. But you don't have to call me darling, darling. You never even call me by my name. Well, a friend of mine named Steve Goodman wrote that song, and he told me it was the perfect country and western song. But I wrote him back later, and I told him it was not the perfect country and western song, because he didn't mention mama, prison, pickup trucks, or trains. So, or getting drunk, sorry. Well, he sat down and wrote another verse to the song, and he sent it to me, and after reading it, I realized that my friend had written the perfect country and western song. And, well, I felt obliged to include it on this album, and, well, the last verse goes like this. Well, I was drunk the day my mama got out of prison, and I went to pick her up in the rain. But before I could get to the station and pick up truck, she got ran over by a darned old train. And I'll hang around as long as you will let me. And I never minded standing in the rain. No, you don't have to call me darling, darling. You never even call me. Why, I wonder why you don't call me. Why don't you ever call me by my name? There you go. Hey, I liked it. I liked it. I liked it. Now, that was David Allen Cole. And, well, I'm going to slip a sip of the nectar here. And we're going to try another one of his. Well, I was thumbing from Montgomery, had my guitar on my back, when a stranger stopped beside me in an antique Cadillac. Now he was dressed like 1950, half drunk and hollow-eyed. Said it's a long walk to Nashville. Would you like a ride, son? Well, I sat down in the front seat and turned the radio on, and the sad old songs coming out of them speakers was solid country gold. Then I noticed the stranger was ghost white pale when he asked me for a light, and I knew there was something strange about this ride. He said, "Drifter, can you make folks cry when you play and sing? Have you paid your dues? Can you moan the blues? Can you bend them guitar strings?" He said, "Boy, can you make folks feel what you feel inside? 'Cause if you're gonna be a big star bound, let me warn you, it's a long, hard ride." Then he cried just south of Nashville, and he turned that car around. He said, "This is where you get off, boy, 'cause I got to get on back to Alabama." As I stepped out of the Cadillac, I said, "Mister, many thanks." And he said, "You don't have to call me Mister. The whole world called me Hank." He says, "Drifter, can you make folks cry when you play and sing? Can you moan the blues? Can you bend them guitar strings?" Hey, boy, can you make folks feel what you feel inside? 'Cause if you're big star bound, let me warn you, it's a long, hard ride. He said, "Drifter, can you make folks cry cry when you play and sing? Have you paid your dues? Can you moan the blues? Can you bend them guitar strings?" He said, "Boy, can you make folks feel what you feel inside? 'Cause if you're big star bound, let me warn you, it's a long, hard ride. If you're big star bound, let me warn you, it's a long, hard ride." There you go. Hey, there was a couple of David Allan Coles for you. I like David Allan Cole because, well, he does a little talking before he does his singing. And then there's another one that I really enjoy doing, and I know I've done this one before, but I'm going to do it again because, well, hey, I really like it. And give me a sec, I got to pull this one up. I was on the outskirts of a little southern town. Go to sleep. Sorry about that. I was on the outskirts of a little southern town, trying to reach my destination before the sun went down. The old CB was blaring away on Channel 19, and there came a little boy's voice on the radio line, and he said, "Breaker, breaker, 19, is anyone there? Come on back, truckers, and talk to Teddy Bear." Well, I keyed up the mic and said, "You got it, Teddy Bear," and the little boy's voice came back on the air. "Appreciate the breaker who we got at that end." I told him my handle, and then he began. "Though I'm not supposed to bother you fellers out there, my mom says you are busy and for me to stay off the air. But you see, I got lonely, and it helps to talk, 'cause that's about all I can do. I'm crippled and I can't walk." I came back and I told him to fire up the mic, and I'd talk to him as long as he'd like. "That was my dad's radio," the little boy said, "but I guess it's mine and Mom's now that 'cause Daddy's dead." He had a wreck about a month ago, and he was trying to get home in a blinding snow. My mom has to work now to make ends meet, and I'm not much help on account of my crippled feet. She says not to worry, that we'll make it all right, but I hear her crying sometimes at night. You know, there's one thing I want more than anything else to see. Oh, I know you guys are too busy to bother with me. But you see, my dad used to take me for rides when he was home, but I guess that's all over now since my daddy is gone. Not one breaker came on the old CB as that little cripple boy talked with me. I tried hard to swallow a lump that just wouldn't stay down, as I thought about my boy back in Greenville town. Dad was gonna take Mom and me with him later on this year. Why, I remember him saying someday, "This truck'll be yours, Teddy Bear." But I know now I'll never get a ride on 18-wheeler again. But this old base'll keep me in touch with my trucker friends. Teddy Bear's gonna back on out now and leave you alone, 'cause it's about time for Mama to come home. But you give me a shout when you're passing through, and I'll surely be happy to come back to you. Well, I came back and I said, before you go, 1010, watch your home 20, my little CB friend. Well, he gave me his address, and I didn't once hesitate, 'cause this hot load of freight would just have to wait. I turned that truck around on a dime and headed straight for Jackson Street, 229. And as I rounded the corner, oh, I got one heck of a shock. 18-wheelers were lined up for 3 city blocks. I guess every driver for miles around had caught Teddy Bear's call, and that little cripple boy was having a ball. For as fast as one driver would carry him in, another would carry him to his truck and take off again. Well, you better believe I took my turn riffing that Teddy Bear. And then carried him back and put him down in his chair. And, buddy, if I never live to see happiness again, I won't. I want you to know I saw it in that day, in that face, in that little man. We took up a collection for him before his ma got home, and each driver said goodbye, and then they all were gone. He shook my hand with a mile-long grin and said, "So long, trucker, I'll catch you again." All hit that interstate. I hit that interstate with tears in my eyes. I turned on the radio and got another surprise. "Breaker, breaker," one night came a voice on the air. Just one word of thanks from Mama Teddy Bear. "We wish each and every one of you a special prayer for you, 'cause you just made a little boy's dream come true. I'll sign off now before I start to cry. May God ride with you, 10-4, and goodbye." Alright, I had to do it, and you know what I'm saying. Wake up, close the window, go to sleep. Yeah, I had to do that one, and well, it's one of those talk-through songs. Anyway, that ran me way over, so, hey friends, this is Shenandoah saying hello and how are you? You know, God loves you, and so do I. So, have a blessed day in Jesus' name, and come back and see me tomorrow. Alrighty, Well, alrighty then. I'm going to back on out myself.